Good day everyone, I am Lenny Paredo and I will be the one to discuss the novel entitled The Midnight's Children by Salman Rushdie. Midnight's Children by Salman Rushdie is a groundbreaking novel that tells the story of Salim Sinai, a boy born at the exact moment of India's independence in 1947. Gifted with extraordinary powers, Salim's life becomes entwined with the fate of his nation. Rushdie weaves a rich tapestry of magical realism, exploring the complex history and cultural identity of post-colonial India. The novel won the Booker Prize in 1981 and is celebrated for its intricate narrative and exploration of the socio-political landscape. So here are the characters of the novel. First is Salim Sinai, the narrator and protagonist of the novel. He was born at the exact moment of India's independence and blessed with the powers of telepathy. Telepathy is an apparent communication from one mind to another without speech or signs. In other words, it is the ability to read minds or the ability to communicate through mind. Salim Sinai is one of the Midnight's children. Next is Shiva. Shiva is Salim's arch-rival. He was also born at midnight, exactly the same moment as Salim, one of the Midnight's children blessed with a pair of preternaturally strong knees and gift for combat. He was raised in poverty by a single father, Wee Willie Winkie, while Salim raised in a loving and wealthy household. Next is Padma. Padma is Salim's devoted caretaker and future wife. She provides Salim with a skeptical yet patient audience. She is one of the strong and independent women working in Mary Pereira's pickle factory. Next is Adam Aziz. Adam Aziz is Salim's grandfather. He is a doctor and he falls in love with Nasim. And Nasim Ghani, she is Salim's grandmother, the daughter of the landlord. She is Adam Aziz's wife. Next is Mumtaz. Mumtaz is Salim's mother, a loving and devoted mother, the daughter of Adam Aziz and Nasim Ghani. She changes her name to Amina Sinai after her marriage to Ahmed Sinai. Nader Khan. He is Mumtaz's first husband, the personal assistant of Mian Abdullah. Emerald and Aliyah, sisters of Mumtaz, Salim's aunts. Hanif and Mustafa, Mumtaz's brothers, Salim's uncles. Mian Abdullah. He is the founder of the Free Islam Convocation, an organization dedicated to resisting the partition of India along religious lines. So next is Ahmed Sinai. He is Salim's father and Mumtaz's second husband. William Mithwold. He is an Englishman and he seduces women including Vanita. He is Salim's biological father and he owns Mithwold Estate, a portion of which he sells to Ahmed Sinai. So next is Wee Willie Winkie and Vanita. So they are couples who earns a living by singing for the wealthy families of Mithwold's estate. So Wee Willie Winkie is Vanita's husband and Shiva's non-biological father, while Vanita is Salim's biological mother and she died during her labor. Next is Mary Pereira. She's the one who is responsible for switching Salim and Shiva at birth. She is Salim's ayah or nanny and surrogate mother. She dedicates her life to raising Salim in order to compensate for her crime. Next is the brass monkey or Jamila Singer. She is Salim's younger sister who eventually grew up to become the most famous Pakistan singer. Parvati the witch, a real witch. She is one of the Midnight's children and she is Salim's closest friend as a child and later becomes his wife. Next is Picture Singh, a snake charmer. and the leader of magicians ghetto, Salim's close friend. And lastly, Indira Gandhi. She is the corrupt Prime Minister of India responsible for the destruction of the Midnight's children. She declares a state of emergency throughout the entire state of India to simply locate and destroy the Midnight's Children Conference. So here is the summary of the novel. The story begins Salim Sinai think that he'll die when he gets 31, so he decided to narrate his life incident to Padma, which is his future wife. So here he begins his narration with his grandfather Adam Aziz, a doctor who is treating Nazim Ghani for 3 years, who is a daughter of a landlord, and the funny thing was that Nazim's father asked Adam Aziz to treat her behind a curtain with a hole. But one day, what happened was Nazim had a headache and Adam Aziz go to see her face while treating her headache. And then later on, they fall in love on each other and they both get married. So after marriage, they both left Kashmir and came to Agra. And then they had 3 daughters and 2 sons. During that time, the historical events, British's violence and protest are going on. Adam Aziz became a follower of an activist, Mian Abdullah, and this Mian Abdullah has a personal assistant named Nader Khan. And then what happened is Mian Abdullah was shot and killed due to his ideologist. And in fear that someone will also kill Nader Khan, Adam Aziz hid Nader Khan to the basement of his house. Now, here what happened is Nader Khan falls in love with one of the daughters of Adam Aziz, which is Mumtaz. And secretly they have a love affair. Later on, they both get married. But after 2 years, Nader Khan left Mumtaz. So now Mumtaz get married to another guy named Ahmed Sinai. Also, she changed her name from Mumtaz to Amina Sinai after the marriage, and now the couple lived in Delhi and settled there. So Ahmed Sinai had a factory, but unfortunately, a group of terrorists burned down the factory. And in fear, the couple left Delhi and then they moved to Mumbai. When they arrived in Mumbai, they bought a house to William Mithwold. And in the house, there was a poor couple named Wee Willie Winky and Vanita. They earned money by singing for the wealthy families of Mithwold estate. But there's a twist. Vanita was pregnant from William Mithwold, the owner of the house. Then fast forward, in the midnight of August 15, 1947, Amina and Vanita gave birth to 2 baby boys. Amina gave birth to Shiva and Vanita gave birth to our protagonist, Salim. But there was a nurse named Mary Pereira, the one who is responsible for switching Salim and Shiva. And so, Salim goes to Amina and Shiva goes to Wee Willie Winky, husband of Vanita, since Vanita died after her labor. But later on, Mary Pereira feel very worried and guilty for switching Salim and Shiva. So in order to compensate her crime, she became a caretaker or nanny of Salim. Few years later, Ahmed and Amina gave birth to a girl named Jamila. So Salim had the power of telepathy, while Shiva had a magical power in his knees and gift for combat. In the same midnight, total of 1001 children was born in India, and out of 1001 children, only 581 survived after 10 years. Salim had the power of telepathy and he knows all the names and powers of 1001 Midnight's children. And then fast forward, one day Salim was injured and that time nakahibaw si Ahmed Sinai ug si Amina nga dili nila anak si Salim. And then kani si Amid Sinay kay na-depress ni siya kay nabankrupt ang iyang business. Tas nakahibaw pa jud siya nga dili niya anak si Salim. And then he became problematic and alcoholic. And then pagawas ni Salim sa hospital, gipapuyo siya sa iyahang uncle nga igsuon ni Amina, which is si Hanif. And after nga nakabalik si Salim sa ilahang balay, namatay sad ni si Hanif kay nag-suicide. And that time si Mary Pereira, which is nani ni Salim, ni confess ni siya sa iyahang gibuhat nga iyahang gi-switch si Salim og si Shiva. And then after 4 years, si Amid Sinay nagsuffer ni siya og heart failure. And during that time na ay nahitabo nga war between India and China. And then kani si Salim ni undergo ni siya og medical operation kay ang iyang ilong kay murag na ay nibara. And then mauto na wala ang iyang power of telepathy paghuman sa operation, but naalid-an pud og incredible sense of smell. So grabe na siya og panimaho sa iyang palibot. And then makadetect na sad siya og emotions through his nose. And then mauto nibalhin na sad sila og lugar. Niadto na pud sila sa Pakistan after napildi ang India sa war between China. And then kani si Jamila, which is younger sister of Salim, became a famous singer in Pakistan. And also during that time nagwar na pud ang India ug Pakistan. But then unfortunately nabumbahan ang ilang balay. And then namatay ang parents ni Salim ug Jamila. And only Salim and Jamila, which is his younger sister, survive. And then pagbumba sa ilang balay na ay nilupad nga silver spiton. Unya naigo ang o ni Salim. Mauto na erase ang iyang memories. And then natinga na lang siya nga naapil na siya sa military service kay di ay to gigamit ang iyang ability to smell ug gihimo siya nga tracker sa mga kontra. And then bisan wa siya kahibaw nga nganong naapil siya sa military, but still nitabang gihapon siya. And after that nidaog ang India sa war. And then that time nibalik na ang memories ni Salim except sa iyahang name. And then during sa parade kay lagi nadaog man ang India sa war. During sa parade nakita niya si Parvati the witch, one of the Midnight's children. And then si Parvati ang nagpahinumdum niya nga Salim ang iyang name. Mauto gisagop si Salim ni Parvati, unya gidala ni Parvati si Salim sa ilahang lugar. Then naay snake charmer nga angan is Picture Sing. So kani si Picture Sing mao ni siya ang leader sa lugar nga gipuy-an nila Parvati. Tas nahimo na sad ni siyang close friend ni Salim. And then kani si Parvati nahadlok ni siya nga dili pakasla ni Salim. Mao to nakig-love affair siya ni Shiva. And then nagkaanak sila but wala siya panaguti ni Shiva. Mao to nibalik si Parvati sa ilang lugar nga buntis. Then kay naluoy man si Salim ni Parvati kay dili na siya tagdon or ilap na kaayo ang mga tao niya nga na didto sa ilang lugar. Mao to naka-decide si Salim nga pakaslan si Parvati og iyang panagutan ang anak ni Parvati bisan dili niya anak. And then fast forward kani si Indira Gandhi, kuan ni siya corrupt minister sa India. And then nagheld siya og kanang state of emergency in order to locate those Midnight's children kay kuan manggod na ni siya sterilization campaign. So kahibaw manggod ni siya about sa Midnight's children. So mauto gusto niya nga i-destroy ang Midnight's children and also the powers of Midnight's children. And then that time si Parvati nanganak na pod. Then ang iyang anak is Lucky, named Adam Asinay. But unfortunately, gidemolish ang lugar nila Parvati. Mauto na apil siya og kamatay. But ang iyang anak is iyang gihatag ni Picture Sing. Then katusad nga time si Salim gikidnap ni Shiva. Kay kani si Shiva military personnel ni siya. Tas nisunod rasad siya sa mando ni Prime Minister nga si Indira Gandhi. nga ilocate ang Midnight's children to destroy them, and then na successful ang sterilization campaign ni Indira Gandhi, but later on she loses the first election. Kay napildi man si Indira Gandhi, nakagawas tanang Midnight's children including Salim. Kay gipriso man gud to sila katong ongoing pa ang sterilization campaign. Mao to kay nakagawas naman si Salim, gipangita niya ang anak ni Parvati who has been living with Picture Singh. While in Mumbai, nangaon to silang Salim, Picture Singh ug anak ni Parvati ug chutney or pickles. And then nalasahan ni Salim nga pariha kaayo og lasa sa hinimuan sa iyahang nani, which is si Mary Pereira. Mao to gipangita nila ang factory together with Parvati's son and Picture Singh. And then mao to nakita niya ang iyang nani nga si Mary Pereira, and didto sad niya na meet si Padma. Then later on nakadecide si Salim nga pakaslan si Padma, and on his 31st birthday, which falls on the 31st anniversary of India's independence, he died. But before he died, niingon siya nga, dili pa to mao ang end, kay there will be more Midnight's children, generations by generations of them, and they will all live the same way that he did. So, according to him, dili didto natapos ang story sa mga Midnight's children, kay napay umaabot nga generation nga maka-experience sad sa na-experience ni Salim Sinay.